Day of sales going out the door. We have all our sales from from Friday afternoon, the last time we shipped, all the way through now, right now. I guess it's 11:45 a.m. Eastern time. Good morning. Happy Monday. We'll start it off. Oh, this is one example of something that we have today. A suit, a tuxedo suit, actually sold over the weekend. Not something I sell a ton of is tuxedos, but we sold a tuxedo this weekend. So 22 total orders. For 24 total units going out the door, a couple of bundles going out also. So let's get into it. We got suits, a tuxedo, blazers, jeans, pants, short sleeve shirts, long sleeve shirts, polos. Did I say joggers, jeans? A whole bunch of stuff. And we're going to get it all shipped out. Remember, these lives are for you. They're for you. I'm going to ship out stuff anyway. I go live, hopefully, so that you can see what's selling, how much it's selling for, what's going out the door on Poshmark and eBay this time of year. And see the brands, see beyond the brand, of course, how long this stuff takes to sell, exactly how I'm packing it up and shipping it, exactly how much it costs to ship this stuff out. Good morning, 520. Ethan Blair's in the house. Trisha's in the house. Missy, welcome. I'm psyched that you're here. If you're watching this on replay, remember all these lives are available as recording on YouTube and Facebook. If you want to rewatch these things, or if you miss it, or if you want to rewind and check something out, YouTube, Facebook, as soon as this is over, you can rewatch the whole thing. If you are watching one of those recordings, let me know down below. Let's get a let's go down below in the chat. If you're watching this on recording, let's go, because it's Monday. We got work to do, and I'm going to need some help for you. I'm going to need some help from you. Let's first, let me know down below in the chat. First person to say it. What are we going to start shipping with? eBay or Poshmark this morning? What are we starting with? Of course, we're going to ship both, but let me know down below. Let's go, Trisha. Hey, Brianne. Thank you for the congratulations, Purple Moon Lady. Yes, on Friday we got up to 1,000 total listings on eBay and Poshmark. Of course, we sold a bunch over the weekend, so we're no longer at 1,000, but we'll get back up there. That's the way it works. You want it to sell. I got Poshmark down below in the chat. Thank you so much. We'll get started with Posh. I was hoping you'd say Posh. I just like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 orders going out the door on Poshmark. One of them is a bundle, so 7 total units on Poshmark. Poshmark's shipping so easy, so I feel like we can just plow through it nice and quickly. So let's start this off first with a pair of 7 for All Mankind jeans. Thank you, South Texas. Appreciate the heart me. Thank you for the gifts. That's really kind of you. 7 for All Mankind jeans. These are a men's size 29 by 32, so a smaller size. And these sold for a best offer of $24, which is a little on the low side for 7 for All Mankind, but I'm happy to move. Jeans and blazers right now are what I really want to move because it's warming up, and these things also take up a lot of space. I have a lot of them right now. So we'll get this out on Poshmark. Everybody gets a handwritten thank you card. This is going to Kim. Thanks, Kim. We're going to put this in a Tyvek mailer. I almost called it a Tyvek poly mailer. Free from USPS.com. I think all of our Poshmark orders, well, not all of them, because we get some blazers going out. So some of those will go in boxes. But shirts, jeans, pants, those will all go in these Tyvek envelopes. How are sales? I want to hear about yours over the weekend. Tell me one thing that you sold over the weekend that you're excited about. One thing. Thank you, Kim. I love hearing about your business. I tell you all about mine. Morning, Jennifer. Show how you print shipping label. I use I don't know if I can really, I already printed them all, so I don't know if I can really show you, but there's a printer down here. It's an IDPRT SP410. If you forget all those numbers and digits, whatever, it's linked in my profile. Usually cost around $100. Sometimes you can get them for a cheaper deal on Amazon. Again, it's linked in my profile. It's a 4x6 thermal label printer. So the labels will come out on one of these right here. I can't show you the front of the label because that would be weird at somebody's address, but the labels cost me around 3 cents each. And you don't have to buy ink for a thermal label. That's the trick. You'll never buy ink ever again. So about 3 cents a label. They print out super fast. But I can't show you one because I already printed them all up. Maybe if we get another sale, we'll wear it live. I sold a shark vacuum. Let's go. Ralph Lauren shorts. Nice. Nice, nice. You're welcome. Let me know if you have further questions about the printer. I've been using the IDPRT SP410 for, gosh, I guess it's coming up on 3. I got it in June of 2021. Yeah, June of 2021. So coming up on 3 years, 2.5 years I've been using it. It is the most reliable thing in this office right here. I'll tell you that much. Sorry, Kim. The printer's pretty reliable though. You got to admit that. Go to UPS. They give you the rolls for thermal printers for free. Yep, I'm very aware of that. But I don't do a lot of shipping through UPS, so they give you those rolls so that you can ship stuff with UPS. I might ship 2 things a month UPS. So I don't use their free labels that they give out for use for UPS shipping. I buy them. No sales, but I picked up a Clique Shacket for $31. Comp support around 130 to 140. Let's go. That's nice, man. I like it. And you do, I'm not trying to shame you, 520. You do what you want to do. That's all good. I respect it. I'm with you on that. Hey, do you. I get it. They cost me 3 cents a piece. I bought my printer through your link 2 years ago and love it. Yeah, there you go, TJ. Thank you so much. Anytime you purchase something through my links, those Amazon links, I do get a small kickback, usually between 2 and 4% of the purchase price, but you still get that same low price through Amazon and the free Amazon Prime shipping. It just gives me a little kickback, so I appreciate it. Every little penny helps. What's up, Grizzly? Brick is in the house. All right, next up on Poshmark is a Masters polo. I think I have one more Masters polo in stock after this one. And those things, the sales on these should really heat up as it gets warmer out because A, it's a golf polo, and B, we're getting closer to really people's favorite of the major tournaments. My favorite for sure, Masters. This is nothing fancy. This is on an older Augusta National Golf Shop label. This is a cotton one, so not a particular desirable one. And this one sold for $24. Over on Poshmark, I paid $5 at a thrift store. Buyer pays for shipping. This is going out to Randy. Randy, thanks for your order, brother. I just got my printer yesterday, ordered through your link too. Oh, thank you, Kilky Pokey. I hope you like the printer. I'm a big fan of it. I'm not big on trying to sell other people's stuff here on this channel, but that's been a workhorse, the IDPRT, in my business for 2.5 years now. I used to have a sponsorship agreement actually with IDPRT, but I don't do anything with IDPRT anymore. But now I just like the printer, and that's really what it comes down to. Where to put those shipping labels? Oh, here they are. Masters. Thank you, Randy. Out the door. Let's talk profit on that one particular item. Sometimes I don't always report all the profits, but that one I paid $5 for, sold for 24. So let's do the math right here. Plug it into my spreadsheet from Jason Hayes and tell you exactly what I made off that Masters piece right there. I'll try to do a few of these today. Probably won't do all of them, but so I paid $5 for that shirt. It sold for $24 on Poshmark. Poshmark charges 20% fees, but the shipping label is paid for by the customer. My profit on that item is $14.20. So paid $5 after all shipping fees, cost of goods, $14.20 in my pocket is profit. Best carrier to go with if you are shipping Canada, Ontario to US. YTN, I'm not sure. Actually, I've never shipped from Canada, Ontario to the US, so I don't want to give you bad advice. If you were shipping from US to Ontario, Canada, I would use Pirate Ship if it's under 4 pounds. Pirate Ship has a simple export rate. If it's under 4 pounds, it's going to be pretty inexpensive to ship from US to Ontario. I just don't know the other way. I've never shipped anything from Canada. Got all the packages the other day. My wife loves the Free People cardigan. Nice. Your coffee is really good. Thank you so much, Rick. I'm glad you're enjoying everything. Shout out to your wife. I hope she enjoys the Free People cardigan. Thanks for supporting the Whatnot show last week. We'll do another Whatnot show tomorrow night, Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. And we're going to have a whole bunch of both pre-loved and new items, clothing, both men's and women's tomorrow night. If you're new to Whatnot, there's a link down below. You'll find it. Or you go to chris@peak.com. You'll find the link. It'll get you $15 off if you're joining for the first time. And come in, hang out, just check out the show, and you'll have $15 in your pocket. Why not? If you've already joined Whatnot, you're welcome too. I want you to come over and hang out. Sorry, I don't have info on that Canada question. If I don't know, I'll tell you. I know a few things, but that's one that I do not know. So I have my stepdad, the coffee I want you using. Nice, Kit Kat. I'm so glad that he loves it. That's great. Thank you for sharing that. I gave him your website. Thank you. That's awesome. I'm just happy that he's enjoying it. And thanks for the support in the show last Tuesday. You won the opening giveaway. You got you some free coffee. That's awesome. How do you handle international shipping on Grailed, Pirate Ship? On Grailed, I used to use Pirate Ship, yes. I no longer sell on Grailed, but that's how I used to handle those. Yep. eBay buyers annoy me sometimes. Just get an offer 11 on 60. Yeah, I just counter with a price I'm comfortable with them. If I'm comfortable with $54 on that item, I counter with 54 and move on with my day, and I don't give it a second thought. I hear you, Grizzly, but I just I'm well beyond letting that stuff bother me at this point. Maybe every now and again I'll be like, "What? Kim, look at this," but it really doesn't bother me. It's just part of the game. You might be able to close that deal. Next up is our first blazer, and I think there's like 4 blazers in a suit, maybe 5 blazers in a suit. Here's our first one from the weekend. We've been listing a lot of blazers and suits, so that's kind of the way things work, right? Say hi.
Hi, everybody.
Woo, Kim's here. It's Kim. She's very happy to see you. All right, so we got our Ralph Lauren Houndstooth. Let me just see if this is the right one. There's so many blazers that went out the door. Let's see. Just one, no size tag. Yep, here we go. So 52R. This is not the right one. Oh, sorry. This is supposed to be a Brooks Brothers. Brooks Brothers 48R with a nice houndstooth pattern on that blazer right there. And this is a Brooks Brothers 346. Somebody's going to shout in the chat, "That's the factory line. It's not worth any money." I find that in the suits and blazers that the factory store line, the 346, sells just about as well as the regular ones. Of course, there are some models of Brooks Brothers that sell really well and for more money, like Laurel Piana fabric or something like that. But these sell really well. This sold for, let's see, Brooks Brothers 48R, 100% wool, beige. This sold for $35 plus buyer paid for shipping on Poshmark. So our profit on this piece, I paid $5 for it, and the profit's going to be $21 on this blazer. Now, blazers take me a little bit longer to list. There's more measurements, there's more photos, but my profit per item on blazers is higher than shirts and all that. So this is on the low end, $35 on the sale price, and I still made $21 on this. Sorry, my Wi-Fi went out. I don't know if you answered where you get the little plastic bags. And I get the little plastic bags from Amazon. I have the link in my profile, all the shipping supplies, everything right down to this workbench that we're working on, the monitor that's right here in front of me, my laptop, everything I use for my business is linked in my, I have an Amazon reseller shopping list. It's how I reorder stuff, and I share it with y'all, the same exact products that I use. Great question. So this Brooks Brothers is going into a 14 by 20 poly bag, which is the bigger one. The smaller ones that I use, I think, are 11 by 15. But again, they're all linked in that Amazon reseller shopping list. This is going to go out in a 1092 box. Let me grab one. Grab a couple of them, actually. So this is USPS Priority 1092. This is not flat rate. I get that question all the time. 1092 says it right there. These are free at USPS.com. I use them for blazers. I use them for winter jackets sometimes. If somebody orders a bundle, like a few pairs of jeans or like 3 or 4 shirts, sometimes I'll put them in here too. But I most commonly use them for blazers. And they fit perfectly right in here. I'll check it out. You're welcome. Agreed, sold one this weekend as well. Nice. John Mazda's in the house. What's up, John? I've been getting a lot of offers that are close to my asking, but it's always less the shipping. Have you seen the same, or should I just go free shipping on the eBay? What do you mean? I'm kind of confused, John. Can you tell me what you mean by the offers less the shipping? The person, if you have shipping, like if you have $8.95 shipping on an item, somebody can't give you an offer for no shipping, right? Maybe I'm misunderstanding you. Sunday Swagger, golf brand with bold prints. Never heard of it, but 2 polos Friday. Picked them up. Sunday Swagger, that's a brand. That's cool. Thanks for sharing. Did you see the video Jason did with a female version of you? No, that sounds strange. Do you sell more of men's or women's clothes? More men's for sure. Chris, I have a bolo brand. Thank you for that. I just declined. Why would you decline an offer from a potential customer, Grizzly? Come on. Every person, even a low offer is an opportunity to make a sale, Grizzly. Come on. Don't let those people off the hook. Counter offer that offer. Keep them on the hook. It's also good for the algorithm. It lets eBay know that that item is in demand. There's a standing offer on it. I oftentimes will get a full price sale soon after I send a counter offer to somebody who might have been a low baller. So I would say, you do what you want. I would say always counter offer every single offer. There's no room for if you're going to be like insulted by an offer or let it like hurt your pride or ego. I just don't think there's space for that. in my opinion. You run your business your way, brother, and anybody out there, run your business your way. But I don't think it's a good idea to just let people off the hook and to ignore the algorithm, by the way, too. All right, this is going out the door. Brooks Brothers, Houndstooth, going to Scott. Thank you. Scott's in Indianapolis. Got to wear this. He's got to go to work. He's got to have he's going to make some great sales on his next sales call or his next sales visit with this blazer on. Thanks, Scott. Appreciate you, bud. All right, next up on Poshmark, Ralph Lauren blazer. This is that 52R. Good size, good pattern, and it's a silk wool blend. This one sold for a little bit more money. This one just came in this morning. So this one sold for $44. Buyer pays shipping. My cost of goods on this blazer was $7. So I ended up making a profit of $31.02 on this Ralph Lauren. And the label is Ralph Lauren, and it's the 52 silk, 48 wool, nice houndstooth pattern. So it has everything going for it. Good material, good big size, and that size 52, which is like, I don't know, a 4X, and a good pattern on that too. That all adds up to quick sale. Listed this one Friday, and it sold this morning. Pretty good. We actually had a few examples of that from stuff that we listed either Thursday or Friday, sold over the weekend. At what rate do you promote normal, non-vintage Levi's jeans? Between 2 and 6% is what I promote everything on. Jen, kind of depends on the time of year, what size it is, all that stuff. But between 2 and 6% is what I promote at on eBay. Good question. Love it. What site do you sell blazers on? eBay and Poshmark, Jennifer. Good question. I'm always learning from you. Never thought of the algorithm. That's why I hope you're here. That's awesome. I hope you learned something. Maybe crack a smile or something. I'm pretty sure there was a counter offer to an offer I sent. Gotcha. What site do you sell blazers on? Let's see. So John's back with us. I list at 35 plus 6 shipping. I get the offer for 29. Nice. I mean, to me, I'm always leaving between 10 and 15% wiggle room on most listings on eBay and Poshmark. So in your scenario, $35, and the person offered $6 off. What is that? That's about, that's like a little bit more than 15%. So I don't know. I'd probably take that, to be honest with you. That seems like it's in my ballpark for a $35 listing. It depends on the item. I just don't know. But to answer your question, I don't know that you need to change any strategy. No matter what you do on your listing, you're going to get people on eBay and Poshmark who are going to ask for a couple dollars cheaper. That's just the nature of the business. Like that's just the nature of the platforms. People are just trying to they see the deal and they're like, cool, that's a deal. I want a better deal. So I don't think you can do free shipping all you want. You're still going to get that same scenario where someone's going to try to get a little bit of a better deal. That's my opinion on the whole thing. And I've done free shipping. I've done no offers. I've done with shipping. I've done it all the different ways. And that's my opinion on the whole thing. That's been my experience. This Ralph Lauren's going to go in another 10 by 1092 box. Again, free at USPS.com. It's probably one of the 6 boxes that I use most frequently, or packages that I use most frequently from USPS. One thing that's great about Poshmark is I can use any priority packaging for any of these orders. I can even use flat rate packaging. Like if I wanted to use a medium flat rate box for whatever reason, I can do that. Thanks, E. Appreciate your order. Good stuff. What's up, Sister Steph? How are you? What's going on over there? Appreciate all your questions. We get some questions rolling in. That makes me happy. That's fun. That's what this is about. This live is for you. Believe me, I'd ship a lot faster if I wasn't flapping my gums hanging out with you. Hopefully I can say a thing or two that might help you with your business today. Maybe not. We don't trust government adhesive around here, so add a little bit of extra tape, even though there is adhesive on that box. Thank you, E. Nice order. $31 profit on that blazer, and we listed it, I think that was Thursday or Friday, I forget, but really quick sale. Doesn't matter. It was quick. Next up on Poshmark is 2 blazers. Let's go. A blazer bundle. I don't get these too often. Whoa. Blazer bundle. So two Brooks Brothers, they're both size 48L, very different patterns. This one's like a heathered black color, like a charcoal black. And then this one's got a really awesome plaid pattern on it. They're both Brooks Brothers. One's the Explorer Madison's fit. This other one is a 818 Madison fit. Both sold to the same buyer on Poshmark in a bundle. I think the bundle went out the door for, I'll have to double check it actually. Let's take a look. Bundle went out the door for $77. So basically that works out to be $18.50, or sorry, what? $38.50 per blazer on these. So they had a lower offer to start with. I countered and they accepted my counter. It was basically it was a 10% off offer. These were both listed, I think, at $44, so they both went out like $37. Is this gonna fit in here? Never tried putting two blazers in this bag. Watching as I thrift. Let's go, John. Hope you find some good stuff. Let us know if you find some cool stuff. Chilling, we might get some rain today. We probably need rain out there in Arizona, huh? That store near Arden Walmart area that had the fire last year, they recently put up a sign that they will reopen in 2024. Heads up for y'all. The thrift store near Arden Walmart area that had the fire last year. I'm not familiar with what road is it on? Is it on Airport Road, Jen? I didn't know that there was a thrift store that had a fire. I'm out of the loop with that. Out of the loop. Yeah, rain out here is always a good thing. I feel you. I get you. We're going to put this in a 1095 box. 1095 is just a little bit bigger than the 1092. Ooh, that's kind of angled down now. What happened there? A little bit bigger, but it's the same idea. It's one of these like flat boxes. This one just has a little bit more wiggle room in it. What have you done in the past when your sales are low to get your sales back up? Yeah, that's a great question, Liza. A couple of things you can probably the easiest thing is to delist and sell similar on those items. If you're talking about on eBay, if you haven't done that, I delist and sell similar somewhere between 15 and 20 items every single day, so that I don't have listings that are older than 30 days. So all my listings are super fresh. So that's one thing you can consider doing, working that into your routine if you don't do it already. The other thing is to take a look at your pricing. You either might have priced your items too high in the first place, or maybe the market has slid a little bit on those items. So take a look at recent sales for the similar items and see if you're priced competitively. And then kind of more of a bigger picture thing that you might consider doing is take a look at your competition's photos and ask yourself this question: are my photos better than my competition's photos? Because one person's going to get the sale when somebody's looking at 10 different items that are very similar. One person gets the sale, one seller gets it. And it's probably going to be the person with the best price and the best photos. One or the other, or both. You can run a sale too. You can do a bulk sale. You can do a 10% off sale across your whole store or on select items. That can help get sale prices up. Those are some ideas for you to get your off and running. Some of it's going to be patience too. February is every single year my slowest month of the year. This is my 6th February. And from a sell-through rate point of view, this February is slow. Sales are great because we've been listing a ton. We have a ton of inventory listed right now. So sales are good, but as a sell-through rate, we're pretty low this month, and that'll pick up in March. March is typically one of our better months. April is either our best or second best month every year from a sell-through rate perspective. So, all right, this is going out to Theodore with 2 Brooks Brothers blazers. Let's go. $77 order out the door. Thank you, Theo. I'm gonna put a piece of tape right there. What's up, Barry D? Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the gift, South Texas. Howdy, Vanessa. Liza, you're welcome. Hopefully that helps. Let me know if you have follow-up questions to that. Off Longshoals, Four Seasons, Hospice, Thrift. I don't know if I know that one. Let me take a look. Four Seasons Hospice thrift store. Thanks for this local insight. There's one in Hendersonville too, I guess. I haven't been to that one, I don't think. Let's take a look here on the old Google Maps. Yeah, I never even knew that was there. It's kind of off of like a little side road there. If you didn't know it was there, you wouldn't know it was there. What is this off of? Long Shoals to 26? Oh, that's the Hendersonville one. That's in Flat Rock. That's not the one. Why did it bring me there? Oh, it's not bringing it up on Google Maps because it's probably not open. Anyway, it's not showing up. Chris Taylor Swift, yes or no? I don't care. Sorry, I don't have an opinion. I couldn't name one of her songs. She's probably a really nice person. Get a Peter Millar. This is our last Poshmark sale. Then we're going to switch over to eBay. This is going out to Baker. I bought this Peter Millar off of a seller on Whatnot that I no longer buy stuff from because I got a bunch of flawed stuff, undisclosed flaws. I ended up soaking this Peter Millar, nice pink color. This would be a good seller, especially this time of year. Men's size, large, pink color. It's got a country club logo on the chest. I would sell this all day for $20 to $25 if it didn't have stains. It had a whole bunch of stains when I got it from this Whatnot seller. We soaked it in OxyClean. Most of the stains came out, but there were still a couple stains left. So we sold it as flawed, and it sold on Poshmark for $15. That's the whole story. It's going to go in one of these tie-back envelopes. Don't worry, we have a ton of sales left, y'all. We have joggers, we have jeans, we have blazers, we have a tuxedo going out the door. It's nearish the Mills River Goodwill. Mills River Goodwill. You know, I don't think there's a Goodwill in Mills River, Jen. You talk about the Fletcher Goodwill on Hendersonville Road? Is it Goodwill in Mills River? You're teaching me all kinds of stuff today. Do you include packing slips of your items? I do not. I put in a handwritten thank you note. That's what I put in there. But there's nothing wrong with doing that, if that's what you do. Do you include packing slips? Insert Alan from Hangover GIF here. Well, hello there, old Chef Jay. I don't understand the reference, Zach, but I'm sure it's funny. I'll laugh. Haha. I don't get it. Mills Gap, sorry, not Mills River. Mills Gap, Mills Gap, Mills Gap, Goodwill. Mills Gap, Goodwill. Like the one that's on Hendersonville Road near the intersection of Mills Gap in Fletcher there. It's on Hendersonville Road. It's near there. The hospice thrift. I'll have to check it out. Let me know. Shoot me a message when it reopens or whatever. I'll put it back onto my radar screen if you don't mind, Jen. It's just not showing up on the Google Maps, probably because it's not open right now. All right, switching over to eBay. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 orders going out the door on eBay. So we'll get started on those. I already printed out my shipping labels on this to make this a little quicker. So first up is a Zaya joggers. I got these in a buyout. Let's see. You can kind of see the logo right there. This is not something that is normally part of my reselling hustle, Zaya Active, but I bought out a bunch of items from a reseller that was going out of business. I didn't buy all of them. I cherry picked some stuff, and this was part of it. I got a bunch of Zaya units, maybe 6 or 8 Zaya units as part of that. And this sold on eBay for $20. Buyer paid shipping on this. And let's just bring up, I'll give you some details. I think it was $20. $20 plus, where the heck is the shipping price? Why doesn't it tell me? Strange. $20. I don't know why this screen wouldn't show. It's the shipping screen. Why wouldn't it show me what the buyer paid for shipping? Anyway, $20. We'll say plus $5.95 shipping on this. That's my guess. I paid $6 a unit on this buyout. Some stuff is like lower end like this. Other stuff is a little bit better. No one near Publix and Planet Fit. No, the one near Publix and Planet Fitness. There's like near Publix. Oh, that one, Mills Gap. Gotcha. Yeah, Mills Gap and Hendersonville Road up there. I didn't know there was another thrift store up there, but yeah, I know where you're at now. Sorry about that. Took me a second. Walking and chewing gum is tough. What's up, Flippin' Forrester? Started selling CDs on Amazon. It's been a great start. Nice, old chef. That's cool. Where are you sourcing the CDs from? What's the weather like today, Chris? Sunny, but super windy here today in Iowa. Meg, what is up? It is super sunny. A cool start, but it's supposed to get up into the upper 60s, Kim? 66 is supposed to be the high later on today. It was cool when I was pulling out these orders from the garage. The garage is cold because it holds that overnight cold. Long Shoals Road. If you Google Asheville thrift store fire, you'll see the WRLOS article. Nice thrift store. Gotcha. Cool. It's glad to hear that they're reopening. How's the one in Hendersonville, Jen? Is that one okay? I don't think I've ever been to that one. What up? You're in the bushes. Get out of the bushes. Unless you want to actually, if you're in there, if you could clean up the flower beds, that'd be great. There's a lot of leaves and stuff that we've never cleaned up from last year. If you could take care of that, appreciate that. Maybe you can get a free cup of coffee out of the deal too. A little tradesy. All right, first eBay order out the door. Next up is a Ralph Lauren blazer. Tons of blazers this weekend. This is a size 44S. Check out the pattern on this bad, Larry. Check out this pattern. Like that gray plaid. Isn't that awesome? Size 44S. Not an awesome size, not a terrible size. Kind of a meh size. Sold for $35 on a best offer. I had it listed for $42. Got it offer at $35. See you later. I paid $7 for this blazer at the thrift store. So 7 into 35. This is going to go USPS, Ground Advantage. Let's get this bag up. It's a Ralph Lauren, 100% wool, meh size, awesome pattern. Never been, didn't know that one existed till you mentioned it. Black Mountain Goodwill is my fave. Yeah, I usually do pretty good at the Black Mountain Goodwill. The last time I went there, it was horrible. I think I got 5 just blah kind of items the last time I went up there. But usually it's pretty good at the Black Mountain one. But sometimes it's a hit, sometimes it's a miss. Never been, didn't know that one existed. Okay, gotcha. Oh my gosh. This is going Ground Advantage. We're gonna put that in one of these here boxes. Don't buy these boxes. Just use if you have a store coupon, you can get these boxes for free. If you have an eBay store subscription, you get $25 every quarter. That's the only time I get these eBay boxes because they're overpriced. The boxes are good. They're super high quality. They're lightweight. They're sturdy. They're just expensive. But I do buy 10 by 8 by 6 boxes, and when I do, I buy them from Staples. They tend to be they're like 70 cents a piece when you buy like a small quantity, like 25, and it's free shipping. Thank you, Hugo, for your Ralph Lauren purchase. This shipping label to ship this blazer cost $8.52. It's going USPS Ground Advantage, clear across the country, going to Goodyear, Arizona. Never been. What's up, Tino? Tino, shouldn't you be streaming and selling shoes, brother? What are you doing over here? Tino, drop your if you're not following Tino here on TikTok, click on his name, give him a follow, and you'll find go through his links. You'll find his whatnot, by the way, too. Awesome shoe seller, all brand new shoes, tons of just fire stuff. I was on his show earlier today. I mean, Jordans, Dunks, all kinds of crazy Adidas, just really good stuff. Give Tino a follow. That's the Hidden Isle Tino. Is that, wait, that's the right Tino, right? I got the right guy? Why isn't your name Hidden Isle on here, brother? You're confusing everybody. It should be the Hidden Isle. Are you still using Vendu? It's driving me crazy not being able to cross-list to Mercari on it. I haven't been using Vendu since last summer. I switched over to One Shop. I've actually been using One Shop for 2.5 years, but I used it as my Poshbot only. It also has a built-in cross lister, so I started using that last summer, and I switched away from Vendu. But I do think Vendu is the best of the cross-listing platforms, in my opinion. I just didn't need 2 solutions anymore. My business went down from 6 platforms just to eBay and Poshmark, so I didn't need a big comprehensive thing like Vendu. But I love it. Sorry that you're having challenges with Mercari on there. That's a bummer. Total bummer. The challenge with any of these cross-listing platforms is what they need their stuff to work. So from a software engineering perspective, they need their own their own web app to work. But it also integrates with 6 or 8 or 10 other platforms, and those platforms are changing and updating, and they can go up or go down, and things can break on those platforms. So the challenge is like they got to keep their stuff up, but they also got to keep up with all the different platforms as they're making changes and stuff. So by definition, that business is a very difficult business from a software engineering perspective, because they are always trying to change to adapt to everything that's going on all those other platforms. So probably Mercari changed something in the background with their things. They did an update, and now freaking Vendu's scrambling to figure out how to adapt to that update. And they're probably running into bugs and challenges, and it's always more complicated than it seems. So you can be on any of these cross-listing platforms and come in here just like Flippin' Foresters did and be like, man, I'm really frustrated with Vendu right now because it's not working with Mercari. But somebody else tomorrow will come into the same live and they'll use some other platform, and they'll be complaining why that platform isn't working with Poshmark, right? So it's just the nature of the business. If you're going to get into cross-listing, sorry to be the bearer of bad news. You're got to deal with those sorts of challenges. It's just got to happen. I don't care which platform that you use. It's just part of the beast with cross-listing. And just know, before you sign up for cross-listing, you're like, hey, this is awesome. I'm going to be on all these different platforms. I'm going to get way more exposure to all my items. Those things are true. And you will see some uptick in your monthly sales and sell-through rate. Those things are true, but you are going to add complexity to your business. You are going to add some frustration to your business. You're going to have more things to log into, more things to respond to, another thing to pay for with the app. So it definitely adds complexity. So it's not all rainbows and butterflies. I've been cross-listing using these platforms for almost 3 years now. So I'm not saying don't do it. Just know that what you're signing up for isn't all rainbows and butterflies. There is challenges that come with it too. Next up, we got a Judy blue pair of jeans. This was from that eBay store buyout that I did. I bought like 60 some odd units from a reseller that was going out of business. I paid $6 a piece. This Judy blue pair of jeans sold for $27 plus shipping on eBay. Buyer paid $27 plus $8.95, so they're all in for $36. This shipping label cost me $6.12. It's going ground advantage. I'm going to put it in a little poly mailer, 9x12. Happy Monday, y'all. Thanks everyone for being here. Thanks for tapping the screen. We got 3.1 thousand likes on TikTok. I appreciate that. Whatever platform you're watching on, whether it's Instagram, Poshmark, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, or TikTok, tapping the screen or hitting the thumbs up button or hitting the heart button, all that stuff helps me. And if you're just popping in and you're lurking in the background, say hello down below in the chat. That helps the live stream. And I love hearing from you too. Love hearing about what's going on with your business. Let me know. And if you're just going to lurk in the background and not say anything, that's cool too. But maybe just drop an emoji down below so that I know that you're lurking and that you're okay and everything's fine. This is going out to Grace on the Judy Blues. Grace was negotiating with me. She's going back and forth. She wanted these jeans, I think, for I feel like she started at something like $17, and we finally agreed on 27. I think I listed at 34 or something like that. But I wanted to move some of this stuff. It was just from that buyout, and it's gone, and made some profit on it too. So let's talk about the profit on that one piece, just because I haven't been working through every single one. But we'll go on the Judy Brews here, because I know that's a popular item. A lot of people like to flip those. 612. And I had to pay some shipping on that. So we'll say my actual cost on those was, we'll call it about $8 after shipping and all that for that big buyout. So $8 per unit. So that I paid $8. It sold for $27. Buyer paid $8.95 shipping. Shipping label cost me $6.12. I made $16.89 on that pair of Judy Blues, $16.89 in profit. Next up is a public rec. This one came off a Whatnot purchase. See, I source all sorts of different ways: thrift stores, garage sales, estate sales, Whatnot, and I buy out other resellers. I do consignment, I do all the things, y'all. What's up? Shandon is in the house. How's things? How are sales this weekend, Shandon? Cooper's here, working in the background. Nick always working back there. Did you get the photos and measurements with the buyout? No, I did not. But that's something that if I was going to buy out somebody's whole store, I would consider something like that. But no, I did not do that. You can actually take over somebody's account, but that's another conversation for another time. I did not do that this time. Public rec. Boom. Boom. Part of the reason I didn't, part of the reason I don't want somebody else's measurements, and put it this way, there's a reason that somebody is going out of business with reselling usually. Oftentimes there's things going on in that person or the individual's lives. That's part of the story for sure. But also part of the story is always that person probably didn't execute on their business as well as some other people do. We'll say that. So in terms of buying that person's photos, like is having that part of the deal, and their measurements is part of the deal. It sounds really attractive, but the bottom line is like that person's photos just weren't as good as mine. And I didn't necessarily trust their measurements, and they didn't include all the same measurements that I include. So it made more sense for me, even though it was a lot more work, to rephoto all those items and list them my way. And it's good because I had to look over all those items too. There were some undisclosed flaws in that batch too. So for me to put those items up in front of the photo lights and take the photos and investigate and measure, that's where I find all the flaws, is while I'm taking photos and measuring. So it could have got me into like kind of a big fiasco if I had just bought the photos, bought the measurements, didn't do any of the listing, like photos, measurements myself. I could have got myself into a whole bunch of returns and negative reviews, and that's not going to be good for my store either. So for me, it was, these are things that we thought through. It's like, let's go through all these items, take photos, take measurements. And we're glad we did. Actually, those Zayas had a small flaw in them that were undisclosed on the listing that I bought from that reseller, but I included it in my listing. So yeah, anyway, these came from Whatnot. The brand is Public Rec. Let me know if you know this brand down below. You're not going to be able to see the brand name on here, unfortunately, because it's all bagged up. But let me know down below in the chat, YRN, Public Rec. It's a good brand. I've only maybe sold one other piece from Public Rec. It's not something I find a lot in this market. I feel like if somebody had Public Rec here in Asheville, they'd hold on to it. They'd wear it until it freaking fell apart. They'd wear it to their own funeral if they had Public Rec. It's just people don't donate that kind of stuff, and I just don't think a lot of people own it around here, frankly. This is going out to Jonathan. Thank you, Jonathan, for this Public Rec purchase with a pair of joggers. These sold for really good price here. Full asking price, $44 plus $8.95 shipping. Shipping label on this cost me $5.81. It's going to USPS Ground Advantage. Public Rec, YRN. What's up, Ben? Beautiful. How are you? It was good. We don't got anybody playing the YRN game today except for Nick Smith. Nobody wants to talk about it. They're just like, I'm just going to ignore that he said anything. Kit Kat's in with the Y. Way Out Mercantiles with the N. Cool. We know that Way Out learned something today. Check. Love it. We're teaching. We're learning every day. Teaching every day. What is the local pickup buyout? Or was it? It was all shipped, old chef. Learning any new brands you like from the buyout? I don't think I'd ever bought Zaya Active before. So that last package was a Zaya Active. So the fact that I went in and had to list 6 or 8 Zaya Active items got me to learn a little bit about that brand. And I had to therefore comp out different models from that brand. There was another brand in there that I'd never heard about, Risen Jeans. I don't think it's a great brand, but there was some new tag Risen Jeans that I picked up. So I got a chance to learn about those. And there was another jeans brand that was new to me, and I don't remember it off the top of my head. But would you pick it up now, though? Zaya? Yeah, I'd pick up Zaya if the price is right. Trisha's back. Yes. Yes, Trisha. The answer is yes. We missed you. All right. Next up. Pair of brand, here's just right in a row. We're doing all different. There's 2 buyout pieces, a Whatnot piece, and now this is a retail arbitrage piece all in a row. So this is going out to Arlinda. It's a pair of Pranas. Where are they? Here they are. Brand new with tags. MSRP on these is $95. I accepted a best offer of $44 on these. Size 10 tall hiking pants. They're called Prana Holly pants too. Picked up probably 6 of these, I want to say. A couple of them were the same size, which is nice for listing too. But 6 of these retail arbitrage. I don't remember what I paid for them. They were part of just like a huge retail arbitrage purchase. So I don't cost these out per unit. I just throw it in my cost into my spreadsheet as one big purchase instead of going. I mean, I bought from this one store. I bought 200 plus items. So instead of spending the time to cost out each item, I just put the whole price, which is like $3,000 or something like that, and didn't worry about the cost per item. What's up, Roger? Thank you for the rose, brother. You know, I think Andrew's one of the most engaged learners out there on these platforms. Always asking good questions, always taking notes, and I always see him implementing stuff into his business and trying new things. I freaking love it. I'm being honest with you. Next up, we got a Gitman Brothers. This was a thrift store pickup, so we're getting all the variety. I paid $5 for this at a thrift store. I listed this on Friday. It sold within 6 hours, and one could argue that I undersold it. These Gitman Brothers are one of those brands where you see a lot of sold comps in the $20 range, like $20 to $25. You also see a lot of sold comps that are in like the $45 range too. So this is a flannel and it's a size 2 extra large. So this would be sit on the higher end of the market for Gitman Brothers. I listed it, I don't know, I think I listed it for like $29 and I got a quick $23 offer, or I think I got a quick $20 offer on this and I went to $23 and see if I can close a quick deal. Got a quick deal within 6 hours of listing. This Gitman Brothers sold. That was all on Friday. So this is going out to Emiliano. I paid $5, flipped it into 23, make my profit, get it shipped out, move along. I could have hung on to it and haggled and waited for the best price, but I didn't. I got my money. This is going to go USPS Ground Advantage. It's going to go at a 15-ounce rate. It's going to be $6.09 to ship this bad boy. Going out to Emiliano in Brooklyn, New York. Brooklyn. What's up, Ann? How are you? How are sales? What's new? What's exciting? What'd you find this weekend? When you sell a personal item, do you record net cost of 0? I do, but I don't sell a lot of personal items. Tracking my sales too. Rogers, nice. There's different ways to do it, Pure One, but I put in $0. It's a good accountant question or CPA question. But I put 0. Who's that down there on that backloader, Kim? That can't be Stacy, is it? Either she's not in there or she's not listening to me. Either way. Last week I sold a few items. Nice, Ann. I love to hear that. Love to hear that. All right. Next up is a tuxedo going out to James. Now, we don't pick up this brand a ton. I would say I pass on it probably 99.999% of the time. I don't buy any of their shirts. I don't buy any of their pants or whatever. But the brand is Stafford. I'll show you this item. Check these out. They got the white suspenders. Of course, I can detach them. But since they were there, I just took all the photos with the suspenders, figuring, hey, maybe that'll help sell somebody. These sold in something crazy like 1 day or 2 days or something like that. We listed them late last week and they sold sometime over the weekend. We were gone for the weekend in Winston-Salem, visiting the fam. It was 2 of our niece's birthdays, not like the same day, but we were celebrating 2 of our niece's birthdays yesterday. So spent the weekend with the fam out in Winston-Salem, and these sold sometime over the weekend. Oh, I grabbed I didn't grab the blazer for this. I grabbed the pair of Ralph Lauren pants out with it, so I'll have to go grab those. H3 is what bin that's in. All right. Hang tight. I got to swap out these Ralph Lauren pants for the blazer that goes with this tuxedo, or the jacket that goes with the tuxedo. Hang tight. Talk amongst yourselves. times like that where I'm grateful that I don't have to drive to a storage unit or a warehouse or something, just out to the garage. Stafford is a brand I don't pick up a ton of, but this, as you can see, is a tuxedo. Right there, one button, little like satin on the lapels. And it's got like the cloth buttons like right there too. So this had a little tiny little flaw on it, like a little pull or something on the back. I noted that in the item title in the description and did a close-up photo with a pointer. And I listed it for $54 plus $14.95 shipping. So the buyer's all in for $69 on this. And it sold within a couple days for full asking price. So don't pick up a lot of Stafford, but a tuxedo, something like that, can tend to be a pretty quick seller. So it's Monday. Let me know down below in the chat. Is this going to be a productive Monday? I guess some of you are halfway through it like I am. Is it going to be a productive Monday, or is it going to be just a coast Monday? Let me know down below in the chat. Productive or coast? Just going to coast through it. Let me know. There's no judgment. So a tuxedo going out the door. Not a common sale for me. I just don't find them all that often. Productive after coasting the last few days. Nice. I hope you enjoyed your weekend. Like that. So this is going to James. Thanks, James. This is going to go in a 1095 priority box. Do I have one? No. 1095. This could have gone Ground Advantage too. I checked the price for that. It was going to be about 60 cents cheaper to go Ground Advantage, but a 10 by 8 by 6 box cost me about 70 cents. I have to buy my own box for Ground Advantage, whereas this is free with the priority. So it actually ended up being whole cost cheaper for me to ship priority. So that's what we're going to do. Customer gets it a little quicker too. Yeehaw. You don't trust government adhesive. You should get that on a t-shirt. Be a fun t-shirt. Only resellers would get that joke. My neighbor's cleaning up trash down by the corner of the street. People just use that like little corner. It's like their favorite little dumping spot. They'll leave all kinds of trash there, trash bags, trash out of the bags. They'll leave couches. They'll leave appliances. People just dump stuff down there. Strange behavior to me. Productive, coasted yesterday. Mallory, nice. I like it. Well, one thing we do know today is it's going to be a quiet day of the folks in this chat. We got 2 people that responded to that. It's going to be a quiet day, and that's okay. Next up, James, let's go over the profit of that one. I paid $10 for that tuxedo at a thrift store, and it sold for $54 plus $14.95 shipping, and that shipping label cost me only $6.91, which is cheap for that. Love the new USPS priority rates, especially if it's the item's just going close. All right, $6.91. So my profit on that's $39.36. Now, it sounds awesome, and it is. It's great. It's $40, but it definitely takes me more time to list a tuxedo or a full suit like that than it does to list a shirt. So you got to kind of take that with a grain of salt too. Profit is profit, but I'm also thinking about dollars per hour. It's fine. I'm really happy with it, but it's not as good as maybe what it sounds to somebody who doesn't already sell suits. If you already sell suits, you understand it's a little bit more work for sure. Just became a top-rated seller on eBay. Nice. Blinging Jewels. Let's give Blinging Jewels some positive energy for getting top-rated seller on eBay. Are you going to go take the next step, and are you going to do the top-rated seller plus? Let us know, Blinging Jewels. But send Blinging Jewels some positive energy for hitting top-rated seller. That's awesome. All right. Next up is a Ralph Lauren shirt classic bread and butter, size large, button down, Ralph Lauren, plain white. This sold for a price. It sold for $21.60, kind of a random sale price. $21.60 plus $5.95 shipping. So the buyer's all in for 27 and a half. Sorry. Yeah. No. Yeah, 27 and a half ish. 27 and a half ish. And it's going to go USPS Ground Advantage and a 9x12 poly mailer. Just a regular bread and butter item like this. We'll go over the profit on this one too. I think that's interesting because we sell a lot of this kind of stuff. Ralph Lauren button-down shirts. By the end of the year, that always shakes out as my number one seller is Ralph Lauren shirts. So 507. So I paid $5 at a thrift store. It sold for $21.60 plus $5.95 shipping after eBay's fees, shipping, cost of goods. Profit on that is $13.63. $13.63 profit off Ralph Lauren bread and butter stuff right there. We got 5 more eBay orders. We got a couple of coffee. We got a coffee order and we got a merch order going out the door today too. Have not broken into any suits. Feels like too much work. It is more work for sure, and they take up more space, so it's something to be considered for sure. Also, just hit 1,000 sales on Whatnot. Let's go, Blinging Jewels. That's awesome. That's actually a bigger benchmark in my opinion, because now you can get that instant payout. It'll probably take you like a week or so before it kicks in, but that's a big deal. That's awesome. Nice job. How long does it take for the basic RL to sell? S. Marie, I mean, that's just it's a tough question to answer. Some of them will sell in 3 days and some of them will sell in 97 days. So it just kind of depends. The pattern, the size, all that impacts it. But yeah, I would say a good average for something like that would probably be about 70 days would be an average. But again, it could be 2 days. That one was, I'll tell you, excuse me. I might be able to tell you on that one. Hold on. Ralph Lauren Men's Slim. I'm not sure how long that one was. Well, it was in the e-bins. So that was listed in January. So probably, I don't know, we'll call it like 6 weeks or something like that. What are you putting in your item? Is that a business card or a coupon? It is I guess it's a 5.5 by 4 like postcard, and with a little note on it and a link to my website. Really, the big deal with this is the most important thing about this to me is to just make somebody, make somebody feel valued. They just spent money. Want them to maybe smile and feel like, hey, my money was well spent. This person appreciates me, and that feels good. There's a lot of negativity in this world. So if this person can maybe crack half a smile when they get this and be like, right on. You're welcome, Chris. If they feel that way, then I think I won. There's so much negativity out there, especially if you're on social media. That's another conversation, though. This is going out to Graham. You got a Brooks Brothers Madison 40R. This is a cashmere blend. So definite, as I'm reviewing suits and blazers, I'm of course looking at the brand. This is Brooks Brothers. It's a brand I pick up all the time. Really common one at thrift stores. Next thing I look at is the size. This one's 40R, which is a meh size, not great. But the material is the next piece I'm looking at. And this is 95% wool, 5 cashmere. That cashmere is a huge +1. And then the pattern on this one has got like a little, I don't know, like a tweed gray to it, which is a solid pattern. Looks good. So this is definitely a good seller. I would pick those up every single time I saw them. If it's cashmere and Brooks Brothers, any cashmere, it could be 1% cashmere, although you typically don't see that. It's typically like 5 or more, but I'm going to pick it up. I don't care what size it is or what pattern it is. Cashmere is just a huge +1. That sold for $49. That took, I think, 3 days to sell, 2 days to sell. We listed it either Thursday or Friday, and it sold over the weekend. So whatever. It's going out to Graham, $49 plus shipping on this, and just took a couple days.
I'm gonna go and take that computer and drop it off.
Okay.
And also hit up the grocery store.
Okay.
Just get some stuff done while you're doing your live.
Okay.
And then that way, when I come back, I can handle that.
Okay.
That
sounds good to me.
All right. You guys.
Have fun. Graham got him a blazer. A cashmere blazer. And I have no idea what those words are that you said down there. What is that? What? I don't understand that message. I'm sorry. I didn't get that. What are you putting in? Thanks, I'm impatient, I think. S. Marie. Probably, yeah. I mean, I think a lot of people maybe get the wrong impression when they first get into reselling, particularly clothing reselling, where they feel like they can list something on Monday and they just list it and they sit there the rest of Monday waiting for that item to sell. They're like, well, it's a good item. And I saw a bunch of resellers talk about it and it should sell today. And if it doesn't sell today, they're like, well, it's going to sell tomorrow. And they sit and they look at their phone on Tuesday. I'm not saying you did this, but they think that things are going to sell fast. And if it doesn't sell in a week, they're like, man, maybe I made a mistake. Maybe I didn't buy that item, or maybe eBay algorithm doesn't like me, or maybe these went out of style in the last week. Look, clothing is a really competitive thing on eBay and Poshmark. There is a lot of clothing, both new and used, listed on there. Very, very competitive. I looked up the stat today. 38,451 used Ralph Lauren button-down shirts sold on eBay in the last 90 days. 38,451, I think, was the number. So they're selling, but there's a lot listed too. So you got to have good photos. You got to price the item right, and you got to have a little bit of patience. Thank you, Graham, for your order. Yes, I was doing all those things. The power of patience. You guys are awesome. Thank you, Ann. You're really nice. Lacoste tees sell well. So, Angie, I'll answer that two ways. Anything will sell well if it's priced right. So we'll say that. So, yeah, I guess that's the only way I'll answer that. If you price it right, anything will sell well. Now, whether you can get Lacoste tees cheap enough that you can make a good enough profit, that's another thing. But that's just a simple math. Look up the recent sold comps on eBay for Lacoste tees, see what the market value is, and then take a look at the sell-through rate, like how many are currently listed versus how many sold over the last 90 days, and you get yourself a really good idea. But I just don't know, if you price anything well, it's going to sell. Like I said, I don't pick up Stafford button-down shirts. Those sell. If I look those up right now, there's probably thousands of sales of those things on eBay from the last 90 days. Stafford button-down shirts. The problem is they're going to sell at like something like a $12 to $14 range. And for me, I got to pay $5 for those. It's just not enough profit for it. But it'll sell well. It'll sell well. New tag will cost tee for $3. Nice. Yeah. Just take a look at the recent market. We're going into t-shirt season, so you should see an uptick in sell-through rate for t-shirts. But yeah, that's a $3 for a Lacoste tee. I think is a good buy. All those feelings are real, especially when just beginning. I feel you, Mallory. Agreed. I always put a thank you card in the orders. Nice. Store picked clean today. Lots of buzzards today. I picked up a Burberry flannel, a Callaway performance polo, and a crazy pattern 2XX size pattern. Grab to see what happens. Nice, man. Burberry flannel. Let's go. Callaway performance polo with a crazy pattern and good size. Cool, man. I like it. Yeah, Mondays can be tough at the thrift stores, but everybody's market's a little bit different. It kind of depends on staffing. It depends on what is their restocking rhythm. So I don't like to give people advice on what days to go to the thrift store. But for me, I don't go a lot on Monday because they were busy over the weekend, probably understaffed, so weren't able to restock the stuff as it was going out the door. So Monday for me in my area hasn't tended to be very good. So on average, so I don't really go very often on Monday, but that doesn't mean that, your stores might be awesome on Monday because they might stock like crazy on Monday after a busy weekend, so just don't follow my lead on that. It just sort of depends. Next up is a new with tags FootJoy golf polo. I did a post about this over the weekend on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. If you're not following me on those channels, consider following me over there because I post photo posts with some good information about recent sales on there. And FootJoy, these new with tags, I got a bunch of them. And this is a classic brand that has two different types of buyers. There's the deep discount buyer. So this is a $100 retail price on this. So there's the deep discount buyer who sent me a whole bunch of offers over the last few weeks for this and a bunch of FootJoys that I have listed. And they want it for 75% off. They want this for $25. And I counter offer those people. This is listed at $49, by the way. So I counter offer those people up at a price that I'm comfortable with, like $44, which is $5 off my listing price. None of those $25 offers ever on the FootJoys ever have turned into, at least not in this go around, none of them have turned into $40 plus sales, not a single one. But I have people come along like this who just give me an opening offer of $44 and I accept it. Two different buyers. One is looking for 75% off or bust. The other is happy getting this thing basically 55% off retail. $100 MSRP, they got it for $44. So there's two different buyers. Don't let the first buyer, just because you're getting a lot of those offers, don't let that change what you think the market price is. You know the market price already. Don't let the offers fool you. Just wait for the right buyer. I sold 10 FootJoy brand new with tags golf polos, all with an MSRP of $100 over the past 6 weeks. All of them sold for $42 to $49. My average sale price was $45 on these. So, but I got a ton of $25 offers. Don't fold. You know the market value. You're just waiting for a different buyer. You don't want the deep discount 75% off person. You want the person that's very happy with 55% off. Especially this is an in-season item right now. Golf polos are super hot. They're only going to get hotter as we get into March. That's the end of my rant. This is going out to Keith. Thank you, Keith, for being a good 55% off shopper. Appreciate you.
There's broccoli potato soup in the fridge.
Nice.
For you.
Thank you.
And you can use the bacon with it too. Okay, I'll be right back.
Are you wearing a Canadian tuxedo?
Yes.
Yes.
I always do.
Look at this Canadian tuxedo. That's awesome. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, Keith. Get you a polo for 55% off. Can't beat it. They're mostly small, locally owned thrifts around my area, and they stock all day long, every day. I love it, Mallory. You're not doing Monday again. Yeah, not doing Monday again. And who knows? Maybe next Monday is good. It's all the law of averages. But for me, it just doesn't work out. Ann says, hey, Kim. Stacy, I think she likes your Canadian tuxedo. We'll go with that. Which priority box is that? I think I just did a 9x12 poly bag. Alda? I just did a 9x12 poly bag. I did not do a priority box. Next up is a LL Bean LL Bean cotton polo. I do not pick these up anymore. This I picked up in September of 2021. Right around that time, I decided to do an experiment. I'm like, you know what? I sell a lot of LL Bean on my store. The golf polos don't have a good sell-through rate and they don't have a good average sale price, but I do really well with LL Bean other stuff. So let me see if I buy some of these golf polos, not golf polos, cotton polos. Let me see if they sell well in my store, because I have a lot of Brooks Brothers shoppers. Sometimes that's LL Bean shoppers, Brooks Brothers. And it just didn't work. I no longer pick up LL Bean cotton polos. That does work sometimes when I use that strategy. It did not work on this time. I bought like 6 or 8 of them and they have taken forever to sell. This might be the last one. I hope so. I mean, I paid $4 for it. It sold for $16 and it took 2.5 years to sell. I should have just cranked the price down to $12 and got rid of this like 2 years ago, but whatever. Once it's listed, it's listed. The one before the bag. The last like 3 shipments we've done were, this is a 1092. I don't know if this is what you're talking about, but the last 3 that we did were all, and this one's the 4th one, were all bags. But that one's a 1092 box. If that's the one that you're talking about. I don't have auto pusher yet. If I manually relist at 30 days, should I choose to revise, sell similar to end list? You should, if you're talking about eBay, you should end the listing and then do sell similar. Yes. I do that with 15 or 20 items a day. It takes me 60 seconds. And you do that from your listing screen, like your seller hub, go to the active listings and you can do it in bulk. It should take you about 60 days or 60 seconds for 15 to 20 items every single day. You don't need to pay for auto posher for that. If that's the only reason that you're thinking about getting auto posher is to delist and sell similar, I think 60 seconds a day is probably better. Now, there's other things that I really like about Auto Posher that I think you should consider. But if it's just to delist and relist, 60 seconds a day, save your money, and don't complicate your business by having another payment and another app to log into. Just do that every day, and it allows you to look at your listings too and see if you need to adjust prices and all that too. It lets you kind of keep your finger on the pulse of like what's selling, what's sitting, and all that stuff too. So 60 seconds, I think, well invested. Cool. Nice, Ida. Hope that was helpful. FJ pre-owned. That was a brand new with tags. FJ, that was my list price was $49. Pre-owned, it's going to depend on the pattern, the time of year, the size, and all that. But roughly like $20 to $25 would be a good range. But it just kind of depends on, again, size, pattern, time of year, all that. Next up is a brand that I pass on probably 98% of the time. So 2% of the time I pick it up. This is one of the 2%. So the brand's Charles Tyrwhitt. It's a British brand, British formal wear brand. It's actually a good, like, high quality brand. Just doesn't have a ton of resale value, not a lot of cachet to it here in the States. This one is a plain white dress shirt. So plain white dress shirts tend to be more desirable than like ones with patterns and stuff, and sell a little bit quicker for me. This sold for $20 plus shipping. Charles Tyrwhitt, so $25.95 all in for the buyer on that one. We listed this a week ago, and we have two of them, same size, same model, same everything. So quantity 2 on this one. One already sold, took about a week to sell. Charles Tyrwhitt. Don't go running out and picking up all the Charles Tyrwhitts out there, because it's not gonna work. This is going out to Arcesio. Thank you, Arcesio. I paid $5 for both of those, and it was a nice, easy multi-quantity listing. Quantity 2. One of them's out the door. Not huge profit, but a quick sale. Charles Tyrwhitt. Again, I pass on it 98% of the time. White ones I'll pick up. Really interesting patterns I'll pick up. Really big sizes I'll pick up. And I will pick up French cuffs, particularly if they have something like a really nice pattern or white or a really big size. Like the combination of those things really helps. But pass on 98% of them. Did you promote it? I promote all my listings on eBay between 2 and 6%. Hello there from Wisconsin. What's up, Mary? Thank you, Arcesio. We got one more eBay order. Then we got some coffee, and we got a t-shirt going out the door. Chris That Pete t-shirt. So this was a retail arbitrage play. This works for me. It might not work for you. I like doing this sort of thing, and people in the chat will probably freak out about this. I paid $39 for this Peter Millar Summer Comfort. It's brand new with tags. It's size 3XL, no Country Club logos or whatever. So brand new, $39 plus 7.5% tax. So I don't know, what am I all in? $41, $42 on this piece. And I sold it for $71.50. So it's slim margins on this, but I picked up 2 of these, both size 3XL. I bought them on Wednesday. I listed it on Friday, and this sold yesterday. So it took 2 days to sell. I won't pay the credit card payment for this until March the 15th. We'll get the statement. So I don't owe the money on this item, this $40, until April the 15th is when I'll pay my credit card for this. So, and no interest, because I'll pay off the full balance like I do every single month. So $40, and it sold for $71.50 on best offer. I listed it for $79. Multi-quantity listing. I had 2 of these, same size. I also have a couple of single XLs that are similar patterns to this one. We're going right into the best season for these. This is another one where I can get a lot of $40 offers on this, and I did, but it sold for $71.50 to somebody, and I'll make a little bit of profit. But I was at the store. I was like, there's really not much else. I can make a little money, and I know it'll come in quick, and I'll probably sell all of these before the credit card payment comes in. So I'll make some slim margins, but I don't care how much they cost in that scenario, because I know, again, I'm not going to pay for them out of my bank account until April the 15th, and I'll already have the money from the sales on this before that. So I don't mind paying up for some slim margins, especially because that was all I picked up at that retail store. There was really nothing else that was good worth flipping. So I'm like, whatever, I'll pay for my time here by picking up a few of these fast sellers and whatever, just goes in the credit card. So that's what I do. I do that not all the time, but this is a kind of a unique scenario where it's a hot item in a great size, and it's literally the best time of year right now to be picking up golf polos because we are right on the front end of the best sales season for it. So we have a few months of the best sell-through rates for golf polos, and it's starting right now. So that's why I'll take a risk like that. If it was July, that's not as good of a risk because now it's not really hot season anymore for summertime stuff because people buy stuff for the next season. In July, like people have already bought all their summer and spring stuff for the most part. So that might be a tough play, but right now that's a play that I use. Shows you expert knowledge. And again, yes, thank you, Andrew. I've sold this like same exact shirt in different sizes, Peter Millar, Summer Comfort, brand new with tags, with a pattern, a stripy pattern, whatever. I've sold this dozens and dozens of times. So I know, like I have not just like looking at comps and knowing the experience. Thank you, AZ. I appreciate that, brother. Thanks for all the gifts. Spicy. Thank you, brother. Spicy cream. Let's go. I'm dairy free, brother. Come on with that stuff. You're going to mess me all up with that spicy cream. So yeah, I'm not saying that this is for you, but it is for me. And yeah, because not only can I look up the sold comps, like I have that. It's different when you've actually sold something and flipped it, right? It gives you like a different confidence, especially when you've sold it or flipped it dozens of times, the same exact item. You can say, you know what? I'm only going to make like, I don't know, $15 off this, but it'll be easy and it'll be fast. And I don't got to pay the credit card for 6 weeks. So let's take a look at what the actual profit on this thing at the end of the day was. Like, I don't even really know what it is. It's kind of hard. When it's like a lower sale price and a lower cost, I can typically like have that clocked, but a $71.50 sale with a $30 cost. Anyway, let's take a look. There it is. New FootJoy. Oh, that's not it. That's a different one. New. Oh, I gotta go find it. I know what happened. This is literally like the fourth most recent thing I listed. I listed this. Actually, shoot, I listed this on Saturday, and it sold on Sunday. All right, let me just copy the sale over, and I'll give you exact to the penny profit and losses. It's not losses, but $226.24. This sold on eBay. And my initial cost was $39.99. But wait a minute. I got to put in the sales tax. So $39.99 times 1.075 for the sales tax. So my total cost was $42.99. This cost of goods. My shipping label cost me $5.15. The buyer paid $71.50 plus $5.95 shipping. And then after fees. So I made $19.02 off that shirt, which is actually a little bit more than I thought it was going to be. $19.02. I paid $40 for it, but I made $19.02. And again, that $40 did not come out of my bank account yet, and it won't until April 15th, and I already got my money back. I bought 4 Peter Millar golf polos and did that. I'm curious if Big E would do that. Big E, would you pick up a Peter Millar Summer Comfort for $40 retail arbitrage, brand new with tags, right now this time of year? Would you pay $40? 3XL Peter Millar Summer Comfort. Would you pay $40 for it? Just curious. Big E's is a clothing reseller, high volume, knows this stuff. Shops in a similar area that I do. He's about an hour away. The real Biggie is in the house. Kareem, yes. What's up, Biggie? You better believe it. There you go. So a $19 flip. A lot of people don't like doing that. A lot of people don't like my retail arbitrage flips, like when I make posts about it and stuff. If I made a post about this one, I'd probably get a lot of negativity, and a lot of people would laugh at my margins and say that I don't know what I'm doing. I don't care. That stuff doesn't bother me, but I may not post it because, yeah, it tends to attract negativity, and I don't want y'all like reading all that negativity and maybe thinking that your own decisions aren't smart because these other people are telling you it's not smart. It doesn't bother me. I'll do this all day. I made my $19 profit on this, and I don't pay the credit card bill literally until April 15th on this item. So what do I care? how much it cost is sort of irrelevant. Whereas somebody else is going to be more proud of their $5, they bought something for $5 and sold it for 20, and they made, they made like $12, and they're like, that's a better flip. I'm like, it's not a better flip. It's just another flip. This one I made $19 for the same amount of work. And actually it's less work because this is a multi-quantity listing. So I'll sell 2 of them for the same amount of work. So whatever, 19 times 2. It's also listed for 79. So I might actually get a full sale price on that. Little by little, it all adds up. There you go. $19 is that's a good margin. If you're not thinking about your buy costs, you're just thinking like, hey, I made $19 and I sold a shirt, like dollars per hour. That's pretty good profit. I'll take $19 all day if you exclude like the initial buy cost. And for me, I've already excluded the initial buy cost because, again, I don't pay for it until April 15th. Fall retail seasons selling online, retail stores are always 2 to 3 months ahead of the actual seasons. It's right, Mallory. You got it. John would do it all day because of the size. Absolutely don't leave money on the table. Yeah. And there was nothing else for me to pick there. So I'm like, I'll make some profit. My business rule when I do that is I won't go below $15 profit. Okay, yeah, that's pretty low. And this is really pushing it for me, like spending that much money to make that much profit. Like, I'll be honest, like it is pushing me a little bit, but I respect that you have that rule. A lot of people have a rule of like, I need to, better than zero. A lot of people say like, I need to triple my money. Last time I posted a flip like this, and I made like $29 on that flip. I paid I paid $32 for an item, and I sold it, and I made a $29 profit. And a lot of people told me like, you're crazy. Like, I only do things if I'm going to triple my money. And I'm like, well, what is the money? What is the money like is sort of irrelevant, like the tripling it or the percentage. I don't take the percentages to the banks. I just take the profit to the bank. So if you tripled your $5 item and made $15 profit, that's cool. But I got a 90% return or whatever, right? On my $32 item, I made $29 in that other example. I'm like, I like that flip better. I'd rather pay $32 to make 29 than pay $5 to make 15. I do because again, it's going to be if I can flip that thing before the credit card payments due, then it's totally irrelevant how much I paid. I just wanted to make the money. Now I know that's not for everybody. And I know some people maybe don't manage their credit cards as well, or just aren't comfortable, right? But I'm really comfortable selling. The last one I shared was a Holderness and Bourne, which is a really great golf brand that sells really well. This one was a Peter Millar Summer Comfort 3XL. So, context matters. I'm not going to pick up like a crummy Adidas with a low sell-through rate and do that. But, because then it's going to take me probably 3 months to sell the item. But in season, brand that people, it's in high demand, let's go. Somebody got filtered. I think buyers like new tag, plus I like to shop retail in addition to thrifts. There you go. Yeah, some buyers like new tag, some people like the used. It's all good. I just like their money. Found a Neo Geo brand, new in box, possibly listing for 12. What? You found a Neo Geo, brother? That's crazy. New in box? No way. Are you serious? How much did you pay for that? How did you find a Neo Geo? That's like it's like, I know people overuse the term holy grail, but that's how, especially new with tags, it doesn't even make sense. How did you find that? You got pull all the stops. Oh, this is where we as resellers now we gotta make money in all the places. Yeah, Biggie, you weren't here, but like I had sales in a row. They went like this. It was buyout from another reseller was one. Next one, buyout from another reseller. Next one, it was a whatnot flip. The next one was retail arbitrage, and the next one was thrift flip, right? So just all in a row, like hitting all the different places. So I agree with you on that. And retail it is tougher because your mistakes are more costly in retail. If you bought something at a thrift store for $5, $6, or $7, and it turned out to be a bad buy, and you got to liquidate that thing, and you didn't really make a lot of money off it, it took you a year to sell it, you're not really going to care so much. But when you're investing like 30 or 40, or in some cases 50 or more dollars into one item, and you make a mistake on it, that hurts, especially if it's multi-quantity. Remember, I bought 4 of these Peter Millar, so that's $160 out. If that was a mistake, that's kind of more of a painful mistake at 160 instead of like 4 or $5 items, which is $20, right? Like you can swallow a $20 mistake all day, but geez, that 160 might just hurt a little bit differently. Yes, we watched the deal last night with AZ. Yes, man, it's insane. I have it on video last night. Dude, really? You did it on live too? Is that what it was, or is it a video? I want to watch that. If you really pulled a new in box Neo Geo, I need to know how much you paid for it. I'd make you an offer right now for it, but I know that you probably wouldn't take my offer because you could sell that so quick anyway. All right, that's it. All right. Oh yeah, we sold some coffee. This is going out to Dana. Thank you, Dana. 2 bags of the Black Mountain Dark Roast, roasted fresh right in Black Mountain. Roasted fresh every Thursday. Out the door to Dana. Thank you so much for all your support. Got your handwritten thank you note in there. We're throwing in a sticker for Dana too. Dana comes back and consistently buys coffee from us. So we're going to throw in a Chris at Pete sticker. Thank you, Dana. You even put stamps on your box, little coffee stamps in North Carolina. If you have questions about the coffee, let me know. The coffee is available if you like coffee. You drink it every day anyway. You might as well have some good coffee. It's fair trade, it's organic, and roasted fresh. And if you're interested, because if you're on TikTok, you can click on my name up above and click on the shop icon about halfway down my profile, SHOP. All orders over $20 on TikTok shop are free shipping. You can also go to chrisatpeak.com if you're on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube. There's also a link down below or above to my website where you can order the coffee. Roast. We have light roast, we have dark roast, we have medium roast, whatever you like. And I just finished a cup of the OG, the medium roast. Just finished my second cup in my Meow mug. I love seeing people's mug game. It's a fun thing for me. Dana put this order in on Friday and we headed out of town and I forgot to ship it before we headed out. So I upgraded this to priority. We just got back into town last night. So we'll ship out today with priority to Dana. Thank you. Sorry that we didn't get it out on Friday, but it's going out priority today. I just missed it. We were kind of running around, heading out the door for the weekend. I want to spend some time with the family and I forgot to get Dana's order out, but it's out. Thank you, Dana. It's going out today, priority. And it's only going to Illinois. I bet you that this is going to show up in 2 days. So you'll probably have this on Wednesday would be my guess. The variety of resellers is why we can all be successful. If everyone is selling the exact same thing, the exact same way, there couldn't be as much success for everyone. There you go, Mallory. I like that you're thinking on this. I like your thinking. How many of you think I need to do stickers? Biggie for 33 cents. It's hard to lose. I saw a Ralph Lauren suit jacket, 42R for 33 cents. I had 2 tiny holes in the back. Would you buy? I mean, for 33 cents, yeah. I mean, you should be able to flip that for $25, But it's kind of a weird scenario for me, Mary, because I never come across anything for 33 cents. So it's really not part of it's that sort of thinking isn't really wired into my brain because we don't have 33 cents anything. Hablas español un poco. Muy malo. Andrew. It was live. No way. So yeah, I mean, I think so. 33 cents. That's just weird math for me. I just never find anything at that price point. So if you had said $5, I'm probably not going to pick it up because it's probably going to be like a $25 to $29 sale, and blazers take a little bit more time so I probably wouldn't. But at 33 cents, it's like, oh, okay. But yeah, that's just not wired in. My brain doesn't think that way because I just don't run into 33 cents items, if that makes sense. Did you go to Mega Thrift? Well, I didn't do any thrifting while I was out there. We were just busy with the family. I was, Kim's not here. She left. I was not allowed to go thrifting this weekend. I had to hang out with the family. Spent a lot of time sitting on the couch watching Hallmark movies and talking about this, that, and the other thing. We spent some good quality time with the fam. Yeah, I was shackled to the couch. My thrift store had a sale. Clothes were 3 for $1. Nice. Yeah, my Goodwill's really, really proud. They're running a sale. It's 50% off winter items, and it's for a few days only. They're so proud of it. They're already they've been pumping it for a couple of weeks already. And it's such a basic sale that like every thrift store ever does all the freaking time. Let me just bring it up just so you know that I ain't just making this stuff up. I tell you that my Goodwills just don't do sales. They don't believe in it, but they do like twice a year. They'll do a stupid sale. Objectively, it's stupid. And if Goodwill of Northwest North Carolina wants to come on to a live at any time and they want to talk about their stupid sales strategy, I'm happy to talk about it. But I will call it stupid to them if they do come on here. All winter clothing, what does it say? February 29th, Thursday through Sunday, a weekend sale, 50% off all winter clothing. Thank you so much for doing that at the end of February. Many of you haven't been to Asheville, North Carolina. It's no longer winter. Like people aren't wearing winter clothes and haven't been buying winter clothes for a while now. Like it's spring. We get spring early. It's the South, So 50% off all winter clothing, which is so dumb because most thrift stores have like one tag that's always on sale for 50% off. So they're going to have winter clothing, which nobody wants anymore, for 50% off. Thank you so freaking much. What a great sale. What a great timing for that. And when nobody wants it at all. And they'll have like very, very little winter clothing. They'll stock like nothing. So they'll just draw people into the store for this winter sale and they won't really have anything out. Last time they did it for jeans back in, when did they do the jeans sale? I think it was August. They did their jeans sale and it's 50% off jeans. They had like 7 pairs of men's jeans in there for 50% off. I'm like, thank you so much. This is just an awesome sale. I can buy 7 things in here if any of them was good. It's just kind of crazy. I did that sell last year. Nice. Man, I can't type. I got amazing items. It's a local Humane Society store. Nice. I got 25 big trash bags of free brand new clothing. J. Jill, Ralph Lauren, many other brands. I'm out of room, Chris. Dude, nice. Nice grab. That's awesome. Well, you just got to price stuff lower, man. Move that stuff. Get that sell-through rate up. But yeah, that's the, you mean to get Frank? Exactly. I mean, it was laughable. I went to the register. I was like, are you guys serious about that? I'm like, are you serious? It's just jeans. That's it. That's the only thing that's 50% off. They're like, yeah. I'm like, there's like 7 pairs. That's it. The whole store. There's like 7. What are you talking about? Like, you've got to be kidding me. This is your big sale that you do. Like, and they'll get it. This is posted on, I think this is posted on Facebook and it's sponsored. You can see it right there, sponsored. So they paid money to push this out on Facebook. This is a sponsored ad. They're spending money to push this sale. They'll have like 10 jackets in there and they'll be 50% off and it will all be the stuff that hasn't sold all winter. It's just been sitting there that nobody wants anyway. And they're not going to buy it this season. It's so dumb. They're literally spending money to pump those ads out, sponsored on Facebook. That's really expensive to do sponsored stuff on Facebook, by the way. Your cost per impression is crazy. And they think, like, I can imagine these executives sitting around a table that make these sort of decisions, and they're probably like really proud of themselves. Come on to this live. Let's talk about your sales strategy at Goodwill of Northwest North Carolina. Come on in. We'll talk about it. We can bounce around ideas. And we can talk about your stupid sale. Oh my gosh. Meanwhile, like every other retailer has already done winter clearance. They've already done it. Like this has happened. They started doing winter clearances in January through like early February. I can't even get winter clearance at the local retail stores anymore because they're just sold out. The clearances are over. Everything's sold out. But Goodwill, they come in February 29th. The last day of February, in the South, they're bringing a freaking winter clearance sale. Awesome. So freaking genius. These guys are super smart. Easy write-off bean counters. They are, small picture thinkers running the Goodwill Western North Carolina. Y'all are invited on as stupid as your sale is. Come on, we'll talk about it. I'll treat you mostly respectfully, but I'm still going to call the sale stupid. I'm not going to call you stupid. I will call the sale stupid, right? The decision you can be a smart person that makes a stupid decision. You can be a smart manager who has a stupid sale. The sale is stupid. You're a smart person. Come on here. Let's talk about it. I missed a good peak rant. It's crazy. It's crazy. Fetty, they're doing a sale, 50% off at Goodwill. Winter clothing only, February 29th through March 3rd. It's going to be 68 degrees here. Like it is stuff you can see. Kim and I were talking this morning. Like we can see stuff like already blooming. All the retailers cleared out all of their winter stuff already, January into early February. I can't find winter clearance anywhere right now. Believe me, I look all the time. There's no winter clearance because they already did it. Goodwill's doing it February the 29th. They'll probably have like 10 things in the store and it will all be junk. Anyway, that's my rant for the day. Sometimes you just gotta, sometimes you just gotta talk about this stuff. I try to be positive and all that, but sometimes it's just ridiculous. Goodwill jacks up the prices and has no sales ever. Why is it inconsistencies? They're all different. They're all run regionally. They all have their own regional directors. They make their own decisions about sales and marketing and staffing and all that stuff. It's all regionally done. So my Goodwills are the Goodwills of Northwest North Carolina. But there's a lot of good things. I like their flat rate pricing. That's nice. I just don't like the fact that they don't put a tag ever on sale. So you just have stuff that sits in the store until it rots, basically. I don't even want the stuff on sale. I just want the sale so other people come and buy the crap and get it out of there so they can bring in new, fresh inventory that I can go purchase. But because they don't do those sales, they have these stuffed racks like the winter. It's just stuffed with stuff that's been sitting there for months and months and months. And because they do no sales, nobody takes the low end stuff for $2 or $1 or something like that and gets it out of there. It just sits there until it rots. Pacific Northwest is way too expensive. No, all right. Yeah, I feel you. Anyway, y'all, I'm going to sign off for the day. I'll see you again tomorrow. Probably going to be live twice tomorrow. We'll do some shipping tomorrow, but I'm definitely going to be live tomorrow night, Whatnot, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. If you're new to Whatnot, it's a live auction site. You can get some really hot items for really good prices. I'll have something between 40 and 50 men's and women's, both new with tags and used tomorrow night. There's always steals and deals. It's always good stuff. I don't think I have to say this sort of stuff, but we have almost 700 5-star reviews over there on Whatnot. We take great care in making sure that you get exactly what's described. We really don't bring flawed items into the show. The rare occasion that we have a flawed item or two in a show, we make sure that we point it out really, really clearly. And then after the auction ends, I'll double check and just say, hey, you won this auction. I just want to make sure that you saw this little spot that I talked about like 17 times. We take it really seriously. We want you to be really happy. We bring in great stuff. We have consigners send us stuff from all over the country for these shows. We take them real seriously, and we got some great stuff for tomorrow's show. I probably do a live unboxing of some new consignment that came in. I got a box right over here. I got a box out there. Check it out. Tomorrow's show, it's got to be fire. We got some really, really good stuff coming in from consigners. So we're excited about tomorrow's show. And if you're new to Whatnot, you can walk into the show. There's a sign up link. If you go to chris@peak.com or there's a link above or below, you'll find it. You'll get $15 for free if you sign up with that link. And then you can buy something in the show, basically get it for free or half off or whatever. Or you can just save that $15 and use it in someone else's show because there's a lot of great sellers out there on Whatnot. Have a great day, Mary. Sorry, I had to self-publicize a little bit, but we take our show seriously. We bring good stuff. We want to sell it. We also have a responsibility to our consigners to get good prices. So we try for that. You're trying to get the best. You're trying to get the low prices. I'm trying to get the high prices, and it all works out. We meet somewhere in the middle. I'll see you tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. Probably sooner too. I'll pop on at some point. Peace. Appreciate y'all. Hey, Lola, how are you? I'm out.